comb the sacred scriptures, not only will you see that so much of it points to the birth of Jesus and his ultimate passion, death, and resurrection and salvation of his people, but so much of those ancient scriptures point in the direction of the revelation of God through his people Israel to the nations. And we find that fulfillment here in the celebration of Epiphany, when God is revealed to the Magi, the wise men, and they come and worship the child Jesus. But all throughout the scriptures, you have these places that point to two things. One, other nations, other dignitaries, other royalty coming to worship the leader of Israel, the king of Israel. You also have these places where Israel itself is to be a light for the other nations, to draw them as a beacon of hope towards God himself. And what's amazing is our first reading from Isaiah highlights kind of both of those things, that Israel would be a light to the nations and that the other leaders would come and bring gifts to the king. And what's amazing is, the prophecy is written when Israel is in bondage, in exile, and it starts with this, this element of your light has come to you, Israel. Like God has come to redeem you. And through that experience, that itself, the other nations come to adore the Lord ultimately. So it has nothing to do with them themselves. In fact, there's a piece to this that by the end of the Old Testament, it's abundantly clear that God's people can't do this on their own. The charge that they be, or the prophecy that they be, a light to the nations, they're unable to fulfill. They can't do it. They need God himself to come into their midst and rescue them and be the light for the people that would be a beacon of light and hope. It's God himself. It's God's work, and it's in their emptiness. It's, again, I'm continuing this theme of barrenness. It's when the people recognize that they can't do it on their own, that they don't have the power to be a light to the nations, that God comes in and floods the land, rescues them, becomes a beacon of light and hope. Oh man, it's even come together live. And that light from God himself explodes into the sky. The star leads them to worship Jesus himself. Oh my gosh, there it is. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable, really. Our psalm then says more about, nations coming to worship the Lord. Their second reading speaks of, God being revealed to St. Paul and his followers, and certainly our gospel being an account of the revelation itself. But take that back, just see how that happened. Like we have nothing. We can't be the light on our own. We need God to save us. And when he does, when he enters into our emptiness, it's an explosion of light. When we allow ourselves to be redeemed and transformed and surrender our lives to him, that light shines everywhere like a star in the sky over top of the birth of Jesus, that those who seek him might find him. It's profound. That just happened live. That wasn't what I was going to say necessarily out loud. Pretty wild. So let God be revealed in you, in your emptiness, in your barrenness, that his light might shine before the world and lead others to Christ himself.